Alrighty, Beaver fans, let's get into some more BDU Overwatch. So unfortunately, due to a silly little mishap that I just didn't know what was going on, apparently, we have more games. I didn't know that. I forgot that this is activation. I knew it was activation. I forgot how activation worked for BDU. For NECC. My apologies. I am stumbling over all sorts of stuff today. Anyways, for our first team up, we have Beavers versus Beavers. We have Champlain College, if I remember that correctly. Yes, Champlain. Looks like we are seeing a pretty heavy kind of spam comp, I would say, from BDU, and then from CCE.
Capture the objective.
CC. Yeah, just CC, because Champlain College. We have, I'd say, a little bit of a dive comp going on. Fighting in this hallway pretty heavily. You see Raptor playing Junker Queen again. Ooh, that Sojourn gets caught on the wall, and she's gonna pay for it. Taken out by Prologue into Raptor. BDU is going to try and take point. That hazard's low, but that wall is going to protect him. There we go. We take him out. Weevu Hippo coming to the rescue there. The Raptor pushing very far, almost getting another spawn, but playing it safe enough, and he's backing out. The Raptor's in a little bit far, and we do see the hazard getting in pretty heavily. I believe I see a Lucio trying to go around the side there. Let's see if he's able to do anything. Ooh, and a great axe from Prologue. You see a lot of ults going out. I heard a tire. I heard a Consuming Rush. I heard a Lucio beat. There's a Junker Queen ult as well. It is absolutely just an ult fight going on right now. Ooh, getting very aggressive to take out that Kiriko. Worked in our favor though. We're coming up to almost 90%. Still have two ults. We still have Orbital and Death Blossom. Looks like Champlain does not have much to work with. There we go. We popped both of our ults right in the doorway there. And Champlain tried to get on the point just to contest a little bit, but it did not work for them. And that's going to be one round for the Beavers.
Score 1-0. Ready for battle.
I cannot help but wonder how our base lost contact with Liu Chang.
Here we go again. Shields up. Boop, boop, boop. Hi.
Oh.
Hi. Get eye.
5,
Hi.
4,
What?
3,
Get eye.
2,
Hi.
1.
Seeing a Sim switch from Serial. Sim TP up top. Through the window. Trying to find it. There he goes. There we go. He gets on the point first. We're setting up the turrets there. That's going to cause us some big problems. Ooh, we see Raptor going down very early. Their Malga pushes in. He's going to pay for it. He's taken out also. But unfortunately, it looks like Champlain was just able to do a little bit more than the Beavers, and they're going to get the first cap.
What's up? Come on, Cole. Try a little harder. How's it going?
Teleport back on the point again. Looks like VB has lost 2 already. They have also lost 2. We lose Weeaboo Hippo. The Raptor looks like he's going to fall shortly after. And then Backslap trying to get out, and he loses his life for it.
Hey, bud, what's up? Hey, hey, hey! How's it going?
Zero cooking that Reaper, and then the Sojourn, who is very low, but unfortunately is taken out. And everyone gets out, and BDU is just having a hard time right now. We are coming in with, I'd say 2 ults, with almost Orbital and almost Sim Shield. Unfortunately, we have 3, almost 5 from Champlain. A push with Orbital can be good, but I mean, unfortunately, I just think that the Blossom and the Cage are going to be too oppressive. And there's the Cage, and there's the Blossom shortly after. And the Orbital does everything it can, but BDU just cannot do anything about that. And May is forced to back off, and that is going to be that round.
Satellite vector.
Coming at you. Let's go get him.
Score 1-1. Ready for battle.
Hey, buddy. How's it going? What's up?
Who would have thought that Jaggy would end up on
We're in
Mars?
this together. All of
Hey,
us.
buddy. Aloha. How's it going?
If we do this right, they won't even know what happened.
Hey, buddy. How's it going? What's up? Aloha.
1. Round 3. Capture the objective. Let's win this thing.
I think I see the enemy.
Sails empowered and ready to fire.
Now on tower, BDU playing very aggressively. We're going to get to that point first. We're doing a lot of damage here. No picks so far. The Malga jumps onto us. Takes Serial Uru down very, very low. That Malga is very, very low. Also, we take out Force Drinker the Malga. We see the Reaper falling shortly after. The Raptor and Weeaboo Hippo going very, very far in, trying to get some more kills.
Not so fast.
What's up? Hey, hey, hey. How's it going? Aloha.
Weeaboo Hippo going into their up top, getting the Sojourn. Looks like BDU has really gotten back into their ground. And feeling a lot more comfortable this round. The Raptor just cooking that other Malga. Jumps on the Sojourn, doesn't get the stun, unfortunately. Ooh, Weeaboo Hippo, he gets his ult, but unfortunately taken out by the Sojourn, and that Malga just walks at us. And it looks like he's gonna get away with it. They did have to use an Orbital for it, which is a pretty good ultimate. Unfortunately, it looks like we've used ours as well. Looks like both teams are going to be coming up on 4 ults pretty soon. I think it's going to be whoever can get that Cage Blossom off first. Both teams have it. Auermaga's going for it. Their Reaper goes for the Blossom. Our Reaper also goes for the Blossom, but we win. We get the firefight. We have the better Cage Blossom. We're going to get the Juno as she tries to exit and take the point back. We did use 2 ults there. Looks like so did Champlain as they used Kitsune Rush and Blossom. We still have our Kitsune Rush. It's going to be good. I did not even realize that we were playing an exact mirror here. That cage is going to do some damage. That looks like 3 beavers going down. 3 of our beavers going down, sorry. The Sojourn running in just so that she can die. And hope to regroup with her team pretty shortly. Looking into my stream chat right now. When is the next Seed stream? That would be Wednesdays. Wednesdays are our Rainbow Six Siege streams. We use our own Kitsune Rush to open this. Looks like Prologue did go down for it. The Raptor's taking a lot of damage. There we go. He uses his Cardiac Overdrive, but it's too late. He wasn't able to get enough off of it. And it looks like Champlain is going to win that fight. Ooh, and Serial going down with a very, very big stagger, taken out by the enemy Sojourn very late there.
How's it going?
Here's Sojourn ult. We see 2 of our beavers go down. Using an offensive Mauga cage. BBU's got to get on there. Let's see if Reaper can get in. And he's just not quite there. And that first map is going to go to Champlain. Play of the game is Raptor playing as Junker Queen. Goes right after the ult there. A nice 4 kills. And we'll be back in just a minute with map 2. Alrighty, and we are back in the game. Ready for another map. Let me just adjust something really, really fast. There we go. Just couldn't quite see that mascot very well. Someone should really better align those stream elements.
Ready for battle.
I think whoever's in charge of all this streaming and such should get on that.
What do you want? An apology?
I no longer expect regret from you.
Hey, 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 buddy!
That man is me.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Objective unlocks in 30 seconds.
We see another BVU Coliseum map. If this goes anything like the last one goes, then we should be in for a pretty good night. Raptor, I think, tapped out or something as he just ran into a wall. We see a hazard from the enemy team. Probably going to be pretty good on a push map like this. He's taking a lot of damage. The Raptor just going absolutely crazy on him. We see the Genji low as well. And the Raptor, unfortunately, goes down. We see some trades going on here. Unfortunately, we've also lost our tank. And that's going to be a back out from the Beavers. Our Beavers. We're both Beavers. Which makes this confusing.
Hey, hey, hey! How's it going?
Hey, hey, hey.
We lost the lead.
Go for a DPS on this high ground. We get the Sojourn extremely, extremely low. Looking for the finish. Can't find it, though. She is out of our sight. Driver stomping on the Lucio, taking him out. Serial finally getting his finish on the Sojourn. Now going for the Genji and the Kiriko. Finished off the Kiriko. The Genji's going to do some damage, get him hurt. He's able to get healed by his supports, and there goes the Genji.
What's up? Hey,
Very good job by our supports
How's it
for
going?
keeping Serial up there.
The barricade is progressing.
Hey, hey, hey! Hey, buddy!
BVU now taking the lead. It's going to get them in a good spot. We see that Hazard getting low. We go back to the Kiriko. She gets out. We see the Hazard ultimate. That might do some damage for us. And it looks like we are pretty much fine. We hear a Lucio beat. It's going to cause us some problems. Serial taking the health back there. Trying to shred this Kiriko. Aided by our Malga Raptor. Also going to try and get that Genji. And there we go. Finishing off that. Going back to the tank. Unfortunately stopped by the wall. Serial's going to go for it, though.
Let's do this.
We see a Blade and a Blossom, so we could be seeing some good usage out of those, hopefully.
Hey, buddy!
Raptor's going to solo push the bot while the rest of the team fights from afar. He's going to fall back to his team. Continuing rush is going to allow us to do some good things. We see both DPS ultimates going out.
I am escorting the robot.
We also saw a Genji Blade from Champlain. Looks like we had the better blade, though. BVU now getting forward spawn on that. I'm just not sure if we really needed to use the full 3, but I mean, hey, that's still a one-team fight, and we are now pushing up and around the bridge to their spawn. We do not have any ults to use for this, but also neither does Champlain really. We did build Orbital. We're going to use that. That's going to allow us to really do some damage here for this fight. So after falling back into it, while Serial and Weebu Hippo went around straight into the front of Champlain. He's going to give up that fight a little bit. Serial's taking a lot of damage, but he's able to regroup and get back with his team. We do see a Kitsune Rush from Champlain. That could probably start out this team fight pretty well if they use that. Also with Orbital, if they use that as a reaction, they could have a really good team fight on their hands. BDU might be in trouble here, although we do have a cage. And we're going to use it right here. Unfortunately, we are blocked by the enemy Mauga. They pop their own Orbital. And that's going to be enough to lose the team fight for sure. They did also use their Kitsune Rush, and it looks like the cage also. I didn't see where that came in. They might have placed him at the same spot. There's our Kitsune Rush. We also see Weebu Hippo using his own blade. Average Genji blade deaths. That number being none. The rest of the team picked up a slack though, and finished off the rest of them. In the chat, he really should. I know I should. I should do a lot of things. I should also work on the whitelist after this, and haven't done that yet. Oops. I'm a busy guy. Looks like Serial is coming up. His Blossom might be able to do something with that.
We must reclaim
Looks
the
like
robot.
Obeda also has Blossom. We do see a Venture switch from Virine. A good teleport. He's found out, and that's going to force him away. Still in a good spot to use his Blossom. Gets one out of it. We see a return from Obeda, stunned by our Mauga. He's going to go down, though. Looks like Weebu Hippo is going to follow shortly after, and that's another team kill.
Hey, buddy. Hey, how's it going? Salud for.
After jumping in, he builds his ult charge. He's going to go in and use that. They're going to use Orbital to combat that. The Venture goes down. A big stomp puts him in a bad situation though. Almost had cardiac overdrive again, but unfortunately not quite. Serial Uru chasing the Juno is able to take her out. Unfortunately, Obeda is kind of running through the rest of our team. Looks like we're pretty even in this fight. And after I say that, it looks like they're going to win the team fight again.
Take back the robots. Hey, buddy.
We could likely be seeing another Cage Blossom from Horse Drinker and Obeda from Champlain. With how these last team fights are going, that might be a really big thing for them.
Hey.
Venture just barely gets out. We did take out the Reaper, so that's going to be good for us. And Horse Drinker falls soon after. And that Cage Blossom's going to have to wait for a little bit. Looks like we did use Kitsune Rush for both teams. We have both of our DPS ults. That could be good, along with Backslap having the orbital. BDU has a really good chance of this. Weebu waiting for a spot to use his blade. Waiting for his opening. Backslap uses his orbital. Weebu Hippo going in with a Genji blade. And unfortunately, Obeta is just going to run through the rest of our team with that Cage Blossom. Weebu Hippo did deflect it and get the kill, but that is ultimately going to go to Champlain for that team fight. Both teams use 2 ults there, them using Cage and Blossom, BVU using Blade and Orbital. We have our own Blossom and our own Cage, so I would like to see a reverse on that play. And see if BVU can make that same thing happen. Got a good chance right here. He goes for the support. And there's the Blossom. Gets 2, 3, 4. And Serial goes for the Venture, trying to finish on the 5. And there we go. They ran out of time as the Venture was not quite able to get back onto the point. Map 2 is going to go to BVU.
Play of the game.
Play of the game is going to go to Golden Wolf. Playing as Kiriko. Yep, okay, there was a double cage there. There were so many things going on I could not see. Just a mess of colors. A crazy play, though. And we will be back in just a minute with map 3. Alrighty, let's get back to it. More Beavers versus Beavers. We're seeing, once again, Esperanza. I've now remembered the name.
Initiating match.
Oh my goodness, I just realized I was saying one of the enemy names wrong the entire time. That is Hose Drinker. I thought that said Horse Drinker for some
Ready
reason.
for battle.
Ignore me, I've got
Hey, buddy. How's it going?
horses on the brain apparently.
Hey,
Seeing the same comp as before from BVU. And seeing a similar comp from Champlain as usual.
5, 4,
How's it going?
2,
What's up?
1. Mark it.
Salofa. Hey, buddy. What's up?
Looks like Champlain did beat BVU to the point.
Point unlocks in 10 seconds.
Zero is going to be hiding down underneath while the rest of the team fights around. Zero now jumps back in. Goes for the Sojourn. Getting her very low, but she doesn't quite get eliminated. We do take out Fluff and Obeta. I do believe BVU is up here. And there we go. We finish off the rest of them.
Salofa. Hey, buddy. Hey. How's it going? Hey, buddy.
We see Champlain now coming back in. We see a Reaper teleporting up top. Ooh, and he is taken out by backslap before he can get out. We see both Malgas jumping in. Looks like our Malga was a little bit more successful. Weebu Hippo taking quite a bit of damage from that Genji. And we do take him out as well as his Kiriko pocket. There we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And that is 1 point for BVU now. Now time for the rotate. BVU did build 3, almost 4 ults here.
Salutations.
Close on 5 even. And it looks like Champlain only really got close to Kitsune Rush where they're about 90% on.
Bad guys. Heads up.
Flashpoint unlocks in 10 seconds.
Looks like they're rotating around the backside. The Raptor puts himself in a bit of a bad position. He uses that cardiac overdrive to get himself out. Now Reaper's taken out along with, there's both DPS and a support. Tank falls shortly after, leaving Fluff at just 1 HP, and he gets taken out as he's trying to leave. BVU now building 4 ults after using just Kitsune Rush to start that fight.
Hey. What's up? Hey, buddy. Hey.
Gonna read BVU's fortune here. I'm going to say that there's going to be a Cage Blossom in the near future. So Cage. Not going to need 3 of those. The enemy Melga is also going to use his own Cage. Wow. Wow, they beat us with a Cage, Kitsune Rush, and Genji Blade.
How's it going? What's up?
Very well played from Champlain there. Both teams used 3 ults in that fight. We have a Reaper ulting behind us. He does manage to take out Backslap, but he's taken out shortly after by Weebu Hippo. BDU has numbers now. Raptor just taking out that poor Juno. Going for it, at least. Not quite getting it. And gets them all very, very low, but they do manage to get out and back to their supports. Also gets the tank pretty low. Goes to the Kiriko and just barely manages not to take her out, but is taken out himself by the enemy Mauga. Looks like we're now going to try and rotate back around.
Aloha! What's up? Hey, buddy! How's it going?
Flashpoint unlocks in 10 seconds.
Aloha!
We're going to open with our own Kitsune Rush. We try to build a cage. We've got it built. Weebu Hippo going to use Deadeye, get 2 with it. Kiriko versus Kiriko, and Prologue comes out on top. Can we get the Genji exit kill? The deflect is going to save him. Looks like BBU did use 3 ults there.
Hey, hey, hey! How's it going? Hey, buddy! What's up? Hey, hey, hey!
Weebu Hippo and the Raptor fighting on the high ground here. Already we saw Genji very, very low. He did get out though. The Raptor is throwing down damage on everybody. Looks like Prologue was taken out. The Raptor getting very low himself. He runs out of the fight. But unfortunately, looks like the rest of the Beavers fall. Champlain is going to take that point. BVU only needs to get 1 more point, so I think we're probably just going to try and fight and save ults.
How's it going?
Because 1 really good team fight could be enough. Use Orbital to combat the Cage Blossom, and it does not work as 3 of us go down.
Team kill.
Champlain now coming to about 75%.
Hey, hey, buddy!
If BDU wants to contest this, they're going to have to do it very, very quickly. I do see that Reaper probably waiting for a Blossom. BDU moves onto the point. Weebu Hippo using a Deadeye on high ground. Gets enough just to take out the tank, which is going to be a good use out of that. Flashes the Genji. We use our cage and our Blossom. We see 2 fall into the cage, and they're going to be taken out from it. And it's going to be a very big stagger on the Juno. Raptor's going to be looking around for any other kills that he can find. And then putting himself onto that high ground. Playing in very, very far. Worth it though, because he gets that Melga very low. Unfortunately, he is Suzu. He's going to live through that. He's 1 HP, taken out by Backslap. We hear the enemy team's Kitsune Rush, but it is not fast enough. And BVU is going to win those matches. Like I said, I really think we were just trying to play for ults there, because we really just needed to win the 1 team fight. It's like Hosdreaker as the Malga with a good cage there. Had some good beaver on beaver action tonight, and now we will have another game after this, I believe. Since they won, that will be another game. So yeah, we will see you guys in a little bit whenever we get our next game started up. Until then, enjoy some lo-fi.
Now arriving at Yijiang Town.
All right, back to the game very, very quickly there.
Initiating match.
BVU versus Iowa State. Cyclones versus Beavers here.
Ready for battle.
Sorry, my apologies. That was incorrect. Hold on, let me fix that real quick.
5, 4, 3,
There we go. Got that fixed.
1. Round
And let's get
1.
into the game.
Capture the objective.
Seeing again a similar comp from BVU. So you're able to get that health back, but that Arisa is going to cause him some issues. BVU almost getting this first take. Iowa State now getting on the point though. Prologue barely surviving there through that Arisa Sphere.
Sometimes it takes two.
Bad guys.
And we do see that we do win that fight though.
Hey, buddy. How's it going? Hey, hey, hey.
Iowa State coming around the side room. BVU has now built Deadeye. Prologue does go down first. BVU taking a lot of damage here. Weeblue Hippo going down. BVU is going to get off the fight as a lot of our beaters are taken out. Bless me, goodness.
There they are. Get ready.
Looks like Iowa State has now built most of their ultimates, along with BVU, so could definitely be seeing an ult fight here. I'm predicting probably a Tracer Bomb Terror Surge. Never mind. After 2 ults from BVU and 4 from Iowa State. Iowa State did keep the lead. BVU still has a higher percentage for now. We're going to be coming up with another Cage and another Blossom. Likely to see another one of those.
A dark step.
Ooh, unfortunately, the Raptor is stunned out of his run. There's the Cage. We're not going to try and combo a Blossom, though, as Serial is too far away. He takes his health back, goes back into the fight, but the fight is pretty much over as we see 3 Beavers going down, and he is forced off and away.
Team kill.
Iowa State now coming up to 80% here. Raptor also switching to Arisa. Iowa State has now a Tracer Bomb, and they're getting close to Terra Surge. BVU does still have that Reaper Blossom, and ooh, and a nice kill on the Tracer, who was trying to camp out in that corner. A smart play from the Tracer, but unfortunately BVU was just aware of her. Ooh, and a nice spear on the Sojourn, almost takes out her. Unfortunately, Serial taken out of his ult and taken back to the spawn room as well by that Arisa Spear. Weeblue Hippo avenges that, as well as wow, all sorts of kills being traded out. Not even enough for me to keep up with. We do see a Kitsune rush from Iowa State. Raptor fighting for himself on point as much as he can. BDU has got to hold this. The Raptor is taking so much damage though, and he's not going to be able to survive that. Serial also taking a lot of damage. He is healed up. Takes out the Tracer. Unfortunately, I just do not see that many Beavers. BDU is up to 98%. We see a hamster pick from the Raptor, just trying to get the contests, I'm assuming. Weebu Hippo too far away to get to the contest, but we see a back cap from our supports. Sorry, wrong teams there. I got my team switched up a little bit. But that round does go to Iowa State. Very hard fought from both sides.
Ready for battle.
Apologies if there was a bit of a mix-up on my end.
Why? Is Vishkar doing research on me or something?
I was used to BVU being on the left side.
Systems online. Weapons ready.
Save the world.
Greetings. Hello. Greetings. Greetings. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2. Capture the objective.
We're going to see DeRaptor staying on the Orisa. Sim TP up top. Ooh, a good predicted spear. We see the Tracer trying to come onto point. Pushed away. A very good use of utilities by DeRaptor, balancing those abilities well. And Serial playing that Symmetra, just absolutely cooking these health bars. Unfortunately, he gets dove by the Lucio hard. Ooh, that Tracer is one. We see the Lucio come on the point, and he does get his kills that he's looking for. Taking out Prologue. Raptor fighting up very aggressively. He has built his ult now. A car wash on the Orisa takes out most of her health bar. If we can just get more people to look at her. Terra Surge right here. The Suzu is going to nullify that. Going to see ults being used from both sides. Lots of support ults going out. We see a Tracer Bomb. Prologue uses his shield and blocks that. We saw a Tracer Bomb from Weeaboo, but I'm not sure where it was. Serial just, again, cooking people with that Symmetra beam. And the Sojourn taken out. BDU fighting this point with really not much contest. Likely to see a Symmetra wall from Serial as we fight the end of this. Probably going to wait for just a minute until they actually get on the point to get as much use out of that as possible. There it goes. The enemy Orisa does have a Terra Surge. Probably going to see that here quite soon. Raptor trying to get that Ashe. She gets very, very low. We see the Tracer going down. Chasing the Kiriko now. Unfortunately, Backslap goes down, taken out by the enemy Orisa. A good Terra Surge right here. And we don't use it. Weeaboo Hippo still fighting there. Getting very low. Oh, and he did not use recall or anything else in time. Or maybe he was trying to go for the regroup. I'm not fully sure there. We do see a lot of ults from Iowa State right now, including the tracer bomb that just happened there. Sim TP up top. There we go. We've captured the point. A Terra Surge right here at the entrance blocks him from really getting in with the rest of the team. The Orisa is still going to be fighting on the point. He goes down, taken out by Weebu Hippo. The rest of Iowa State just fighting as hard as they can. The Tracer getting on there. And she's taken out, and that round is going to go to BVU.
Hello. Score 1-1.
I cannot help but wonder how our base lost contact with Liu Chang.
Hello. Greetings.
Pre-mission checklist complete. Now it's time for the good bit.
Hello. Hello. Greetings. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 3. Capture the objective.
Back into the action, we're on Control Center this time. BVU got to point first, aided by the Sim TP. Weebu Hippo dies, taken out by Bazooka. Serial also falling shortly behind. With 2 EPS, that is going to be totally a lost fight. Raptor still putting on as much pressure as he can. The team is now back with him. He's going to be pushing in. Puts enough pressure that they're just walking back off the point. Naiadis goes down from Prologue. There we go, and we just see kind of a roll on the rest of them. Can we get any of our exit kills here? And we almost got both supports. We did get one support, just the Kiriko, but that's going to be a pretty good stagger there. We see pretty high ult charge from most of us here. Serial taking out Nova. A good start to the fight. There's Terra Surge. Almost Tracer Bomb as well. I'd like to see a combo of those. That could be really, really dirty. Bob does get in a pretty good spot, but if we just back up to the corner, that's going to let us avoid him altogether. See a lot of ults going out. And unfortunately, Naiadis, I didn't see what happened, but they took out 5 with that Terra Surge. That is crazy. Terra Surge is not that good of an ult. It's more of a pairing ult. And they didn't really have anything to pair it with. Must have just caught all of BVU in a bad spot at low health. BVU Hippo does take out Bazooka. Grabs to take out Magnetic. We're even so far. Never mind. Iowa State's down. There's a DPS and a support. We're Tracer battling right now. BVU retakes the point. A kill on the Ash. The Orisa's on the point, causing us some problems. Gets her to half health. She tries to leave, but the Raptor is not going to allow that. Unfortunately, he's just taking too much damage from behind, and that's going to be him. Serial also going down, and a Tracer Bomb for Weebu Hippo, taking out Naiadis and Bazooka, getting out the tank and a support. Weebu Hippo diving in aggressively, trying to get those exit kills, and we managed to get the Kiriko once again. BVU coming up to 90%. We're in a really good spot here. We don't have ults, but Iowa State does. hopefully we can charge something to combat this, or just keep them at bay. There we go. They do get on. They use the consumer rush to get there. A decent terror surge. We're going to return it. And we get 2 with that. 2 of our beavers go down as well. Orisa 1v1 and Raptor is going to win, aided by Backslap, and that is going to be the map for BVU. For Buena Vista goal. Looks like we hit our character count there. And Raptor with the Orisa. It's gonna be that that play at the very end. Getting a support, a DPS, and then finishing off with the tank. Good plays there from the Beavers. Going into our next round. Waiting for that. I believe next round is going to be Flashpoint. Update my scoreboard to make it correct here. There we go. A lot of good things happening on that round. I mean, Iowa State, you know, they took that first round. It's hard to think of what to call the different divisions, especially for a game like Overwatch, where each map has 3 separate rounds within it that you kind of play. But oh well. But yeah, gonna be seeing Flashpoint next. I bet you can be expecting the same comp that they've been playing for that one. But we'll get you back there whenever we are in.
Arriving at Coliseum. Initiating.
All right, and another Coliseo. BVU is 2 for 2 on Coliseo, so let's see if we can keep it up and get 3 for 3.
Ready for battle.
Seeing some conversation in chat about heroes. As it looks like one of them is not available.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Objective unlocks in 30 seconds.
Technical issue, but looks like Iowa State is just not paying attention.
Oh, they are coming!
I would recommend to take a pause for that, but There we go. Kicks is going to call the pause. There we go. Pause is called. We're going to be seeing some debate about Hazard and getting him available. So we will be back in just a second after that is figured out.
Arriving at Antarctic Peninsula. Initiating match. Ready for battle.
What's up?
5, 4, 3.
Hey, buddy.
All right, and we are back in.
How's it going?
There's a problem with Hazard not being available due to sorry, I'm tripping over my words here. Hazard was not available due to an incorrect code being used, as they just updated it earlier today, and so the one in the rulebook was not correct. We've gotten the new code though, and we are now ready to jump into our games just like the Raptors, going to jump into the middle of Iowa State. We have May that just burned Icicle. We see a very low kind of whole team here. Looks like Serial Ulu does go down first. Our Malga's taking a lot of damage. Uses the cardiac overdrive. We see the Sojourn just barely getting out. The May also just barely getting out. BDU has taken the robot, and we're now pushing it just a little bit. Gonna fall back off that. Wait for the rest of the team. Get some more beavers in here. Raptor goes down. The enemy Malga does go down shortly after. We use the res for it though. Weeblue Hippo using a Genji blade. Unfortunately, just can't get much done with it.
The enemy's barricade is advancing.
How's it going? Don't let him get ahead.
I will assist.
Sojourn jumps up on bridge, causing us problems. And there we go. Iowa State has now taken the lead, and they continue to push. We do see 3 ults from BBU, a Baptiste window right on the bridge. That's going to be very dangerous to us. It's going to really force us off that main alleyway. We do see a bit of a back tap from our Reaper. We see a Malga case from the Raptor. We see 2 kills going down. We finish off the May. There we go. 2 left, low HP. The Raptor charges at the Baptiste, gets him knocked down, and is going to let Serial Ulu finish off the kill. Pretty big stagger on the Baptiste.
Push, 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 push.
Charging into body block for Serial Ulu, who got very, very low there. We see 2 DVS ults. I'd like to see one of those being used. We do see a May Blizzard. Not in a very good spot, though. It's not really going to do anything for them. And there we go. We see a Nano Blossom, which takes out 1, 2, 3, and there's 4. Let's see if we can finish off on the last of it. Looks like the Raptor can. Gets the Baptiste as he's trying to run away. There's a team kill, and a big one at that. Very, very big stagger on Baptiste. BBU has since taken the lead.
What's up?
Raptor stuck by an ice wall. Jumps in a big anti. We see the enemy Ramatra using his ultimate, but it looks like not much is going to come of it. We do see the May being taken out, and the Sojourn being rezzed by the Mercy. Raptor in a bad spot, taking a bunch of damage from the Sojourn, trying to farm his cardiac overdrive off of her, but not able to.
Forward spawn lost.
Hey, buddy.
The enemy's approaching.
What's up? Hey, hey, hey. How's it going? Hey, buddy. Stop them or they're gonna take the lead.
Raptor running in, getting a cage drop down. Gets in a game of chicken with the Bastion, which he does win, taking out the lamp. And there's 3 down, leaving just a support and a DPS. Out goes the support. Just the Sojourn left. She's already used her slide. She got it back, and she does manage to get away from the Raptor. And he goes angrily for it, and he does manage to get it. Unfortunately, it is rezzed by the Mercy, but that is now going to be a res that they're going to be without starting this off. Raptor taking a bunch of damage, hiding behind this column, waiting for support. He's still taking a lot of damage. He gets around this other column, away from them as much as he can. Raptor takes out the Bastion. We do see a switch to Sigma off of Ramatra. Weebu Hippo barely getting in that corner and getting his heals as he was almost taken out by the Sojourn bubble. The rail cannon shot is going to finish him off though. This pocketed Sojourn getting healed up by the Mercy, who also reses the Sigma. Sigma getting his one-shot combo off on Raptor. See Raptor switching off to D.Va now.
They're gaining on us.
We hear a Bastion ultimate. Weebu Hippo running in very aggressively, using his high noon. They miss the sleep. Ooh, he gets in front of the shield, but unfortunately is hit by a rock and taken out of it. Raptor fighting his baby D.Va, taken out by Sigma. Serial Uwu has Blossom taken out by the Sojourn bubble. That is unfortunate. Iowa State getting close to the lead. They get the forward spawn. They don't have the lead yet. It's going to take a second for the robot to reset and start pushing again. It does. D.Va flying around to get the contest. They only have 2 meters until they've gained the lead, so they got to get in here. And Zero Wu takes. Wow, I just have to sit back and watch. Zero Wu jumps in with the Reaper Blossom and takes out about 3 there, while Raptor pushed the Ana off. It was half push, half her just jumping off. She didn't realize she was pushed back so far. Raptor goes for the Mercy, gets her low. She's hiding in the corner. She is very, very, very low, but it doesn't look like we have any DPS to get any help from. The Raptor still just causing a whole lot of trouble. Zero was back.
Possession of the road.
Ooh, Zero Wu takes a rock to the face after finishing his teleport. A good timing on the Sigma. Another Bastion ult. Puts a little bit of damage on Prologue. Raptor fighting in aggressively, getting 3 along with Zero Wu. Here a Sigma ult going out. It's not going to do anything though because they are all now dead. Yes, in overtime, and after that team kill, that is going to be that. That is going to be GG's for gold, as is best of 3 for activation.
Not so fast. This ends
And they kept it 3 for 3 on Colosseo. Colosseo is definitely their map. A good play of the game from Niatus, just hitting those rail cannon shots with the Sojourn ult. That should be all of our games for tonight. That should be all of our games for tonight, I believe. Having some arguments about the wow. Seeing a lot of discussion about the code and making sure we had that right. And not to be unprofessional, but Iowa State seems to be acting a little bit immature, potentially. Calling it an illegal pause. As they were within sightlines of each other whenever the pause was called, which would be correct. There we go. We'll leave game. Come to my face real quick. So yeah, as per the NECC rulebook, pauses cannot be called while teams are actively engaged in a fight and can see each other. Pauses must be called outside of fights. So yes, it was technically an illegal pause, but you know, they did mention, you know, they couldn't play Hazard and that the character wasn't available, so there was some problems there. But Iowa State ignored that and kept on playing. They obviously did see the chats, though, because they were also typing in chat. But Iowa State is arguing that since no call for a pause was actually called before the fight was happening, that it was not allowed. So, yeah, could potentially be seeing some contest there. But quite frankly, I think Iowa State was not being very nice about it. You know, in these kind of leagues and things, you want to remain as professional as you can. I mean, most teams that I see, if they are unprofessional, it is in a positive way, and it's more of just being a little silly, being a little bit goofy. I see that happen quite a bit. But yeah, Iowa State. I mean, they were just straight up saying like, oh yeah, like that pause was really important because, you know, you sure to played Hazard a whole lot, and that is not exactly the attitude you want to take when talking about rules, especially whenever they were in the wrong for not getting the correct code. So maybe we'll see if there's a contest there. I have no idea, but I believe that is going to be the night. So thank you all for watching, and yeah, have a good night.